We tell people all the time, great, AI can help you. It is a tool.
Yep.
It still needs to be used by a professional because it doesn't mean the tool is right or good. So I think the term there, I think we've mentioned this before, is like, it's going to come back confidently incorrect. It is confident that you need Elmer's glue to keep the pizza cheesy, but that is incorrect.
Yeah.
It'll do a very good job convincing you to do that. So if you are using something like this, you still need to be a professional. It does not turn a non-professional into a professional because the AI is scouring all of the internet's data to find the right answer. And it's absolutely hilarious that it's pulling Reddit comments into factual results. It's kind of, I find that amusing.
It can be funny, but do you think it can also be like actually dangerous? So
it could. Oh, absolutely.
The cheese or like the mixing glue into your pizza sauce example is hilarious because of how obviously false it is.
Yes.
But there was another example where the summary claimed that Obama is Muslim, which is a popular conspiracy theory about the former president.
So it can absolutely get dangerous.
And to me, when you have that kind of misinformation being presented from one of Google's platforms,
this isn't like user XYZ claiming that Obama is Muslim. This has Google's name on it saying Google thinks Obama's Muslim. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
So if Google wants to maintain its reputation saying, hey, we're here to present good information, and that's what they've been trying to do for many years, and then this happens, that's not good. Because then there's a massive portion of that's going to say, well, clearly Google, there's a term, Google it. Google has the answer. And then you Google it, and then AI Overview brings up that it is. It's like, that's not...
That's going to cause some issues.
That's going to cause some serious issues.
And it could go both ways, too, right? Like, that could absolutely just add to the echo chamber, where depending on what you search, it's going to find results that are more or less likely to agree with you. And it's just going to spit those back out at you as facts.
I saw, and I haven't tested this myself. I haven't done this with my partner. On Instagram Reels, you'll get a topic, you'll get a reel, and what I saw, which was very convincing, was a topic. It was somewhat controversial, not really. It was she shared it with her partner. And so it was like, great, they're two different user personas. So there was the traditional husband in the relationship and the wife. And when she opened up the comments on her, it was very one-sided into what it thought women should believe. And then when the guy opened up his comment section, the comments were completely in favor. And there has been some testing on it going, is that echo chamber? Is there a mismatch of that algorithm? And
so sorry, if I'm understanding this correctly, because I've never heard of this and this is interesting.
Yeah.
So you're suggesting that the comments are being sorted in a way that presents one side. It's the same post.
It's the same post.
It's the same post. So this isn't the same content posted in two different search
circles. Nope, it's the same post. So she shared the post. The
comments that are being shown match their echo chamber.
Because
that's
it is
wild.
Yeah, and that's kind of fits into this because it's is that actually dangerous? Is the way that the content is being presented potentially dangerous? Because it's a false view. It builds that echo chamber view like, oh, my opinion is right. Yeah. Oh, I knew Obama was Muslim. Google's saying he's Muslim. Oh, there's 40,000 people online that believe the same thing as me. But that's actually not accurate. It's filtering content out to affirm your beliefs.
It reminds me of an issue that has happened on Wikipedia for years that is similarly hilarious, where someone will type something false into Wikipedia, and before it gets corrected by the editors on Wikipedia, who are very good, right? Usually Wikipedia pages are fairly reliable as like true enough information because there's an active community trying to fight bias on the platform and make sure what goes on there is right.
I like Wikipedia. Yep.
But what will happen sometimes is the information on a Wikipedia page, before it gets moderated out and corrected, will be cited
Oh, no.
in a third-party article. That third-party article now gets posted as an independent source. A few more of these happen, so a new article will cite the previous, etc., and you start to build this chain, this body of work, all backing up this piece of misinformation that was originally just typed into Wikipedia. And now what happens is someone goes and updates the Wikipedia article with a citation linking to one of those articles.
And then that circle is fulfilling
Yeah.
that falsehood over and over and over again, and then it's very hard to change that. And then
Now, I don't know how prevalent that is anymore, but I know that
that used to be
there's a big deal.
Yeah. So I haven't tested that personally with Instagram in the comments. It wouldn't surprise me that platforms are doing that because platforms just want to keep you engaged. There's a self-serving aspect of it.
Now, the big difference between the Instagram thing and the Google thing, whether the Instagram thing is true or not, in that case, it's just Instagram choosing which information to serve you, but it's still clearly comments by individuals that aren't Instagram. And Google, that's nothing new. Google has a search algorithm. They've chosen what content to serve you for years, and that's based on all kinds of factors. The question here is when Google is just saying, oh, here's the answer, and it's not in a web page, and the attribution is not necessarily massively clear. It's Google's like AI-driven answer. Is Google now publishing that platform or publishing that content, and then should they be accountable to its contents?
Yeah, this is, I can't remember what law this falls under, but like they try very heavily not to classify themselves as a publisher.
100%. And we're not lawyers, so we won't get to the nitty gritty of it. But like this is one of the cornerstones of YouTube.
Yeah, we're not
the
publishers.
fact that YouTube can function at all with like the copyright violations that do happen on the platform is because Google can step back and say, we're not the publisher, we're just the platform.
We're the platform.
Users are responsible for the content. Well, if Google is starting to publish their own content,
that's the big question.
Then that to my mind, as a layperson, to my mind that comes into question.
Some lawyers are going to have some fun with this one because the argument can now very clearly be made that they're a publisher if they can't cite where they're getting the information. If it's their technology that's actually creating the search result, it's hard to say it's anyone but Google creating the content now, which makes them a publisher. And because they're prioritizing the content at the top of search, they are automatically getting page one, search one results.
Yep.
So the highest audience, the most impressions, the most believable from a layperson's point of view. It's going to be, there's going to be some...
Now,
they're going to have to work that out.
Wrapping up this conversation before we move on to our next topic, there are a couple of points we should clarify. So number one, this new feature hasn't been rolled out across the board yet. It's still in preview builds of Google search. Not everyone has access to it. Google may see some of these problems as serious and adjust or scrap the whole feature before it sees a widespread public release.